our meetings. That way, I will make them available for everybody when we're finished, and I will share that link in case we need that. So just so that everybody's aware that we are recording. So welcome, everybody. I am your instructor. My name is Teresa McFarland, and you're in the right place if you are taking ARTU 450, probably the most fun you'll ever have in your Brahmin classes. This class really is a lot of fun. We'll talk about the course and the assignments that it entails tonight. I'll tell you a little bit about myself in just a minute. We are going to introduce ourselves because that gives me an idea of who you are in my audience. We usually have a wide range of students in our undergraduate classes. And so it's really important for me to know my audience and your background so that I can tailor and meet your needs. Also, we're going to go over the assignments for tonight, and I will break the assignments down so that they don't seem overwhelming. I know when I look at a class for the first time and it's just so enormous, and you look at all the assignments and it can be discouraging at times, but I'm going to diffuse that for you and break it down and help you realize that it's really not going to be bad at all. And I will tell you, probably the first thing you're thinking on your mind right now is, how long is this Zoom going to last? That's what you're thinking. All right, lady, do what you got to do, but when are we getting out of here? So if we were face-to-face, this class would be in Ontario. It would be 5:30. It would be at the Ontario campus. We are still under COVID restrictions, so fortunately, unfortunately, we are under Zoom. We know at least till the end of this second summer session. Not sure about next session for the fall. Rumors have it we could be live. I'm in person. I'm back on campus if that's the format you choose. And so if we were on a campus, we'd be about 3 hours. And we would go through and do things, get into groups. We'd have more time for the concepts. However, due to the nature of our content and with what we have to cover in a Zoom, we will be about an hour, maybe sometimes a little bit over hours. See, everybody instantly just smiled and said, all right, I'm liking this class already, an hour on Zoom. Those of us this past year that have been Zoom for everything we do in life, we realize that it is very difficult to sit in front of a computer all day, depending on your job and what entails, and more or less for our class to stay interested. And my challenge as an instructor is to keep everybody entertained. Exactly, Roman. I got you on that one. We are all Zoomed out for real. I think when people say one more Zoom, but then also, okay, I want to see anybody on vacation right now, because that is one of the perks. Is anybody on vacay now? Raise your hand if you slipped in a little something, you're going to get your class in. Anyone? I know Brian is. And I'm going to admit, I'm on vacation too. I had a long year. Brian's on vacay, right?
I'm not on vacation. I'm just taking a break.
You're taking a break, okay?
Yeah.
A little bit of almost the same.
I got away from my family.
Oh, I see.
I dipped out on my wife and kids.
Okay, that's funny, Brian.
Nah, this is real stuff. Because I had a lot of work to do. I got 12 kids, man. 10 are still at home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve that break.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, so yesterday I finished the other 2 classes, and I had to do PowerPoint presentations, and one I had to do the voiceover, and the other one you had to have 18 slides and all this info in there. Man, it was just crazy.
It's a lot of kids.
As what?
So that's a lot of kids.
It's only 12, Teresa. What are you talking about?
Only 12 kids. Wow, yeah. Brian, you're my hero.
Yes, and 10 of them are still at home, man. I'm
Wow.
pushing them out, you know. But I just came down here just to get away for a minute because I got it like that. But I'm going back home. I'm gonna go after Zoom. I'm gonna go back down here, finish watching the game, go home and get ready for work tomorrow.
You're funny. Well, thank you for making us a priority tonight. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself so that you'll listen to me for the next 7 weeks after tonight. So that credibility piece is there, so you know who I am, where this lady came from, and why is she teaching this class. Then I want to know a little bit about you, and then we'll talk a little bit about the class. Oh, the second best thing you're going to want to know is next week, no class. So Brian, if you have to dip out and go somewhere and say you're on a Zoom, you'll have to really carefully plan that one because due to the 4th of July, it'll be the 5th of July on Monday. That's a holiday and we won't have class. And I'll talk about that in a minute and
Okay.
tell you how I'll catch us up. But no Zoom next week, but we'll look at that. So I am here because I love education. I've actually taught for Brandman University 28 years. I've been 38 years in the business as an elementary school teacher in Long Beach Unified. Came out to the Inland Empire, worked in Moreno Valley Unified, Paris School District, have multiple subject credential, and a mod severe credential. I taught children with autism, and currently principal of an elementary school in Hemet Unified School District at the best school in the world, Harmony Elementary. So that's why I just love what I do every day. I consider myself very fortunate that I wake up every day, love what I do. This year was the first year for everybody. It was like being the first year of anything, being that we went through such a wild time with COVID and online and not online and hybrid, not hybrid. It was pretty crazy. But for Brandman, I have been with when we're Chapman University over by March Air Force Base and taught there in Ontario, Menifee campus, Riverside campus, and actually taught just about everything they have, mostly in the teacher credential program. So I know some of you, this class, when it was originally slated, it was for people who are working towards multiple or single subject and going to the profession of education, but not always. I found out as I've been teaching this most recently that we have just a wide variety of backgrounds and just a great group of people that come together for this class. So that's just a little bit about me. I know when I take a class, I always want to know where the instructor's coming from. You know, why are they teaching me? What do they know? What's their background? And that's why I have the background in education. This class is firmly grounded into the eyes of art through a child. Whether or not you go into education, it's all right. You're going to have a lot of fun in this class, and I'm going to make sure of it. And anything else you need to know about me, I'll tell you along the way. I like to have fun in class. I think fun is my middle name. And so I want to make sure that not only do we accomplish what we have to accomplish, but we have a good time doing that. So I just want to know a little bit about you guys. Usually if we were in a class face-to-face, we would have the time where we could introduce each other. But again, Zoom, I always have to tailor and really differentiate how it's going to be best for all of us and not waste our time in that sense. So I'm just going to let Brian kind of already started, but just give everybody a minute or two just to tell us what I really would like to know is your background and where are you going in your program. For example, I just got out of the military or I currently serve. If you are comfortable sharing, we have sometimes people that don't want to say what they typically do in the daytime when we have law enforcement or people of that nature or military or something that may jeopardize your job. Don't feel pressured at all to share what you don't want to share. But just give us an idea and taste so we get to know each other a little bit, and perhaps a program that you're working in. Okay, so who would like to go first?
Me.
All right, Brian, you want to finish it off?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Brian Bridgeforth. A lot of my friends call me Bridge. You can call me whatever you want to. Just don't call me Collect, because I don't like nobody mess with my money. Anyway, I'm in my senior. Oh, you finally got that time.
Funny.
Anyway, I'm in my senior year. I graduate in December. I'm so excited. I got all my hard classes out of the way, even at Capstone. Adam just sent me a email about a week ago and told me that he put me in this class. Like, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. So I'm glad to hear you, Teresa, say that you want to make sure we have fun.
Oh yeah.
So I am pursuing a bachelor's in organizational leadership. I just got a new ed plan that I'm gonna submit to the VA so I can continue my education and go for my master's.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured shit, the VA, my bad. The VA is paying for it, so I figure I'll just go ahead and take advantage of that. And they pay me to go, so it's like a win-win. And
Right.
plus I like it. I am 57 plus shipping and handling. I'm married. Kids by the same bride. 10 of them are still at home. 3 are in the military. One's getting ready to start college. One is in college. I don't know. I like to have fun too. And I work on Camp Pendleton. I will tell y'all what I do, but then I gotta kill y'all. So I just work on base.
Okay. All right.
That's my story.
Thanks, Brian.
Right.
Thank you for being brave. All right. Anybody else? Who wants to go next? All right, Roman, I saw you unmute. You're ready.
Alrighty, so my name is Roman Rodriguez. I am currently working for Ralph's grocery company in Food for Less. I'm an assistant manager of transportation. I'm getting my BA degree for organizational leadership. Want to use that and intend to move up into the management ranks, possibly senior management. You know, hopefully all goes well. Yeah, and then I am going to try to pursue my master's degree. Just all depends on me finishing up this year. It just depends if my VA counselor is going to approve that that avenue for me. So more to come on that in January. And I saw in the thing like hobbies. You know, I like to spend time with my kids and watch them do their swimming sports and you know, go on vacation. But you know, the last year, vacation and actual sports hasn't been around for anybody. So I'm just trying to be patient, waiting for things to open back up. And that's just myself in a nutshell.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else?
Sure, I guess I'll go. I'm Alex. I'm starting my senior year, I guess you'd say. I'm doing mine in accounting, my bachelor's. I'm on book rehab, have been for about a year now. This is my second degree. My first one's associates in criminal justice. I work at the VA. And if I'm not in class or with my kid, I'm usually in the desert. It's pretty much all I ever do. So I go out there and just kill everything. So there you go.
Thank you, Alex. And I was wondering if you went by Alex. So we'll have Alex P and Alex M. Thank you.
Hello.
Daniel, thank you.
My name is Daniel. I'm from Russia. I'm married. I have beautiful 2 children. They're my pride, glory. I work for VA, and I'm in this class for business administration, but also to go network and learn some stuff along the way. That's my plan.
Very nice. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Daniel. Am I saying your name right? You said it a little different.
I'm also a United States Air Force veteran, and that's why I like Bremen.
Nice. Right. Very nice. Am I saying your name right, Daniel? You said it a little differently.
Daniel, yeah, Daniel. It's
Daniel.
my friends and you can call me Russia.
Russia. Thank you. Sorry, I even snorted on that. That made me laugh. Sorry. Okay,
Don't
thank you.
Everybody butchers it.
Okay, thank you.
It's actually Ivashenko Alexievich.
And thank you for your service, our military. Thank you so much. All of you, appreciate
It was
that.
a pleasure.
Who would like to go next?
Hello.
Denise, am I saying your name right?
Hi, yes, I'm Denise.
Okay.
I'm also Air Force veteran, and right now I work in the pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy technician, and I'm working towards my bachelor's degree in psychology. After that, hopefully I'm planning on going to physician assistant program or a master's degree. I'm not sure yet.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you too for your service.
Thank you. Nice
Very
to meet
exciting.
you.
Yeah. So you'll be working actually in a school psychologist? Is that what you're working toward?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, Denise.
Thank you.
All right. We're dwindling down. Steven.
Hi, so I'm Steven. I did 6 years active Air Force and then I switched to reserves and I'm gonna try to retire from there. I'm working towards my bachelor's in liberal studies to do single subject at a high school or middle school. I haven't really decided which subject to focus on yet. I'm just using my GI Bill to stay home. I just had a baby in April, so it's awesome being able to stay home and be a part of that. And I'm practically just an everyday nerd, like doing video games and all that stuff. Not much outdoorsies, but we'll still go out camping and snowboarding and stuff. And that's about it.
Very nice. And we're down to Alex P.
Yeah, my name is Alex Padilla. I work for AAA Insurance. My company has a partnership. I'm probably the only one that's not a veteran here, but thank you all for your service. I'm getting a bachelor's degree in organizational leadership to try and get into management with my company. And my activities or my hobbies are cooking with my wife and traveling. And I like woodworking as well, making furniture and stuff for the house. So that's it.
Very nice. Thank you all so much for sharing. And like I said, for those of you that are in service, I tell you, every time I teach this class, like I said, this class I've taught for many, many years. I want to say 15, maybe years ago, this class I took on, and it legitimately was all people going into the credential program. And like I said, as the years have evolved, it has been a really good elective for many walks. And that's what really makes this class fun. I know the perspective piece is hard because what we'll be talking about is art for children through children's eyes. But in order to help you cope and make it through 8 weeks successfully and with any interest at all, if that's not your interest, you can look at it through the eyes of your own children, niece or nephews, and also just know that general background and appreciation for art is going to be fun because, like I said, when I've had a lot of military background, a lot of law enforcement, I think my last time I taught this, there's probably about 20, 25. I think I had 3 people that were going into education. The rest, they start off skeptical, like, gosh, but once you get into the assignments, and I'll show you that they're really fun. You look through the eyes of your own children or just children in general, and it'll really make the class interesting for you. All right. I'm going to go through now and just kind of go through our class step by step. We did our welcome and introductions. I'm going to review the outline of this course so that you see the whole enchilada right away and know what to expect. And this class, just like I was saying, that it is looking at visual arts and engaging in the practice and expression through visual and media arts. We will do a really cool activity each week. It's very repetitive. I'm going to show you how easy this is and not overwhelming, where we're going to look at line, and then we're going to look at shape. We're going to look at color. We're going to look at value, texture, form, and space. But we're going to be doing the same assignment each week for it. And you'll see the template becomes very easy, and I will set you up to be very successful for that assignment, those assignments, and all the assignments in the class. And I know you're going to enjoy yourself. We'll look at this through the eyes of children. We already did our sharing. Our class will be Monday evenings at 5:30. Like I said, you definitely found us because you're here now. I sent that out prior with the Zoom link. It's actually the same Zoom link each week just to make it easy. And just know that in order for us to have the etiquette, we know that we should have our cameras on during the entire class meeting, just out of respect for all of our students. If you have a certain situation that is unique to you, just email me. You can text. My number is in all my correspondence with you. You can text, call, email, and I will get back to you right away. But we will be meeting 5:30 to about 6:30. Sometimes we go a little half hour over, anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. That's what you can base your dinner plans or whatever you gave up for the evening to resume. We won't have any class next Monday because it is 5th of July, but it's still an observance of the 4th of July holiday. So you don't have to worry about that. And don't worry, I will catch us up on our next class, July 12th. And so that, let me just go over our expectations. I think this is going to be a really easy class for us to meet the expectations. I think sometimes when we have 25 and 30 students, and even on a Zoom, it's hard. People have their cameras off. It's hard to know who's here, who's not here. And I know sometimes that makes it challenging for the other participants in the class when we break into groups and do that kind of activity and those natures. So if you have something, like I said, just email me, talk to me, and I will help you. We're going to dig into Blackboard in just a second. But before I go live on Blackboard, I just want to look at the assignments with you here. And it may look overwhelming, but like I said, it's fun and it's very if you look here on the assignment details, Sherry, where you can find this if you haven't found it already, their course information. If I can get everybody to mute, that would be really helpful, and then we would have the feedback. Thanks. The quizzes, some of you have already started your quizzes. They're self-paced. They are on a glossary and the arts quiz. There's week 1, and then there'll be one in week 7. Those are 10 points each, so 20 points possible. And then this activity here where it says line week 2, shape week 3, color week 4, week 5, you're going to find this is really fun and easy, and it won't be a monster like it looks. It'll be super easy, and I have a sample I'm going to share with you as well. And then we have a texture pattern project and activity for integrating the arts with language arts. And that'll be week 6. Don't worry, I'll give you plenty of modeling and demonstration to show you exactly what's required of that assignment. And then we have weekly threaded discussions and a final reflection. That's 8 for 10 points a week. And then we have a weekly video reflection and private journal entry. There's 8 of those at 8 points. And then we have a digital media arts presentation with a historical and cultural artist PowerPoint. That's really fun. you can get in to that one and have a really good time. And then a final portfolio presentation with original art masterpiece and art activities. The reason why I say it's really fun is I really love how Brandman really designs their assignments for courses. If you've taken enough of Brandman's courses, you'll know that everything is structured with meaning. For example, if you've taken class after class, you'll notice that it's not busy work here, busy work there, and then on the 11th hour for a final, we do something that's totally unrelated. Everything we do is progressive in nature and is meaningful, that is comprehensive in nature, that makes sense for the next project. So that's one thing that I think is really good about how Brandman styles, how their classes are made. Before I go on and start looking at Blackboard, are there any questions that you have so far about the class?
Would it be okay to turn on my camera only when I talk? That way it doesn't drain the battery as much. And just, I don't know if you have to get out for a second.
Yeah, that's fine. And when there's certain situation like that, that's absolutely fine. Like I said, I've just experienced where there's no camera, there's no response, and there's just no interaction. And so just for the sake of everybody, we go into breakout rooms. We have to be accountable. And so if you have something that's noteworthy, just let me know and I will work with you. Okay.
100%, I agree. I'll be participating.
Hey, I'm here, everybody. I just, like I said, I sent y'all, I want y'all distracted by all these half-naked women walking by.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm just kidding, but
All right.
it's
So
much of
I have a
distraction.
question about the class
Okay.
professor.
Please.
So I seen that it said you gotta do like the journal entries or what have you. Is it
Yes.
a video journal entry or is it just audio? Or
You're
are you just typing it
you're
out?
gonna, yeah, you're gonna watch a video and then you're gonna respond to it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are we
You're-
responding to it with like a video or just texting?
No, you're just responding by writing.
Okay.
You're
that's
gonna
fine.
watch a bit, yeah.
I'm still
Okay.
here. I just have my camera up because I'm cleaning stuff that the school don't like.
Okay. You'll find I went to course, I'll actually walk you through it. I went to course information. If you come down, I'm sure most of you have already done this, but you'll see our course syllabus. You'll see these points. Sorry, I had to let somebody in. Apologize for that. And you'll see here the rubrics for grading that has all the assignments in here for you. This is the visual arts media PowerPoint portfolio. It has a lot of information, our course information. You'll see here where the Zoom meetings are. It's a hot link, so you can just get to it each week, except for next week. And I will catch you up July 12th on the assignments. If you have questions in between, feel free. And this is tonight's slide deck. I'll add them each week for you so that when I do have links that are embedded or information covered, you can go to that as well. Along with, like I said, the meeting is being recorded, that I will have that available for you after class so that you can watch if you need to go back as well. So since we're talking about that, here's our rubrics for grading. You can go in here and look at all the different rubrics for the discussions, for the video response journal, the art activity for the week, the visual and performing arts activity, the rubrics are here, great arts, but I will talk about these and help you step by step. That's what I find my time with the live synchronous is more worthy of your time, that I don't waste your time, that you can read and look at resources. But I like to demonstrate the different activities and assignments that we have, because I think that is more helpful for students knowing. Also for attendance, it's really important that you're here each week. If students, Brenman's attendance policy is very strict. If students miss more than one class, so one class and a half hour of the next class, that would make it really hard to pass the class. So talk to me if you have a situation. My thing is, you're gonna have so much fun, you're gonna want to come to class every time anyway, so you wouldn't have that situation. But I am human, I do know emergencies come up, things happen. It won't be because you don't choose to come to class, it'll be because something, a roadblock got in your way. And so that's just let me know and I will work with you. And we would work through that, because my job is make sure everybody passes this class. Okay. Any questions so far?
Pretty straightforward.
Straightforward, you betcha. Okay, so I want to look at week one. If you go into each week, it has step by step, and this is no surprise to you, especially if you've been in a Brownman class before. You have resources for you here. It talks about what you have step by step. Here are the California Visual Performing Arts Standards. It gives you step by step to read through. It has web resources. And then this is the piece that's really important, because this talks about the discussion board and what's due for the assignments for the week. So it'll say for this week, what's due, click on the discussion board, participate. They're due Sunday at midnight. Everything except for the original discussion board is due Thursday. Discussion board, your initial input is due by Thursday, and then all other assignments are due Sunday at midnight. So whatever's due, except for the discussion board, because it's really hard to respond to two other people if people haven't put their initial prompt in. So the initial prompt needs to be in by Thursday for your discussion boards, and then by the Sunday for all other assignments, journals, any activities. Your activities, your quiz, video clips. You're going to look here, and there's two responses. Video response A, watch this video. There are two ideas that develop your own creativity in the arts. How will you incorporate this? And then video B, watch two other videos in this folder, share two ideas that you would learn. So you watch video A, video B, and you respond. And it's really easy to understand because it has all the things that you need right here in this folder. And then you will respond as they ask. So that's super easy. Your discussion boards are set up very structured, It says, look at these slides, and then answer these questions. So everything's very straightforward. Like someone said, I don't know who said that, but you're right. Very good. Any questions so far about assignments? No?
I have a
Doable?
quick question. I
Okay.
haven't got the books yet. Is that something that we're
Okay.
gonna need for this week?
Okay, so I know it's really hard with a fast turnaround for the course to get the books on time. So if you do not have your books and you cannot get your assignments in this week, there will be no late penalties at all. So you can send me an email, just say I'm waiting for the books. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's not a problem at all because you can only do what you can only do.
Are we doing the Blackboard assignments and book assignments or no?
So are you saying when the book is tied to the Blackboard?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any of the readings that require you to have the text, don't worry about that. We can catch up. So let's look at the Blackboard for week 1. I mean, are you saying discussion board when you said Blackboard?
No, I was talking about like throughout the class or whatever, because I can't find the books at all.
Oh, okay. So the text.
Either that or the bookstore just hates me. One of the two.
Okay. Let's look at those really quick. The bookstore. Did anybody else have problems with the
You can get them
finding
both
the
on
book? Amazon? Okay.
Yeah,
I need to pull
They're
that up.
cheap.
I figured that. I just don't want to get them off Amazon because the VA is paying for them because I'm on book rehab.
Okay.
Because the books are expensive as crap on Amazon.
Yeah. I would say beg
They're half the
borrow.
price. They're half the price than they are in the bookstore on Amazon.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I've been listening about these books and stuff. So I'm like, who's that sitting on Voc Rehab?
I am. Alex.
That's me, Alex, too. I'm going through Voc Rehab as well. Are you registered with the Office of Accessible Education through Brandman?
Yeah. And then my pen's not working anymore. So I'm getting a hold of my Voc Rehab counselor because I've been through 7 Voc Rehab counselors since I've been at Brandman.
Your pen isn't working anymore?
Yeah. So they can't even find my. So like whenever you go to check out or whatever, the Voc Rehab, they give you a voucher and then like you get your own pen. And then they look you up in the system. It's not even popping up.
Order your books. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I was talking about was like, cause I get the textbooks through the Brandman bookstore also, but I send my proof of purchase over to Paulina Chung with the Office of Accessible Education, and Brandman actually gives me the books on PDF. So if when I check my email, if I have them, whoever needs them, I'll send you that book via. But you just gonna have a PDF version.
That's fine. I appreciate it.
Yeah. It's the same thing, you know, and it actually, to me, it works better because it's here on my screen, and I can just pull the book up, go right to the page versus having the physical book here and got to flip through stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll talk to my counselor about it because I meet with her this
Okay.
week.
And then as soon as I find somebody else that's taking this program, I'm gonna bless them with all my books.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but I'm serious,
Brian.
because they're brand new books. I never even opened them. I never even looked at the table of content, you know, because I get it on PDF also.
Got it.
So, yeah, as soon as I get a chance, somebody's taking this program,
Yeah.
they got it. Because I'll have the hard copy. Matter of fact, let me look right now to see if they sent me a book.
Yeah, so if you have an assignment that requires looking at the books, I do make allowances for the first few weeks. Just email me and I'll work with you. And thank you so much for being great classmates here and helping each other out as well. It's something that's really important and necessary that we make sure that we cover that area. So thank you. Any other questions? Those are good questions.
Also, just to jump on that one a little bit, you can
Okay.
actually just rent the book, Alex. You get it at a cheaper price. Then send that receipt on the Accessible Education. They'll give you the PDF, and then what you do is you fill out a form and send it to your.
I know which one you're talking about, and like I said, I've been through. This is my 7th counselor in a year at the VA,
Mm.
4 of them have gotten fired because they wouldn't file any of my paperwork. So it wasn't just like books or whatever. It was like books, monthly stipend, everything. So I'm waiting
At
on
Brandman or at the VA side?
No, it's a VA.
VA side.
Oh, okay.
And I
Okay.
work at the VA and I'm still getting treated like that. So
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
it's a great time.
Sorry about that. If there's anything I can do to help,
No,
I will be
I'm
happy
just dealing
to.
with I'm dealing with it now.
All right. Well, I'm about to help you guys out a little more too. So if you look at my screen, if you look at this next week, it says art activity plans, teaching the elements, principles, visual arts. I don't want you to worry about this assignment right here. I'm glad this is being recorded so that our friends that couldn't make it here tonight can see that this is not due next week. And the reason is like I said, tonight is all housekeeping. I'm kind of just giving you the umbrella of what our course looks like so that we have a foundation of what we're dealing with. But I really like to demo and model what's due, and I can push these back without a problem. So don't worry about this assignment that says due week 2, because I want to spend time in class when we're together week 3 to model it for you and to walk you through it, and you'll get the hang of it for all these. So don't really worry about these dates right here, in the sense that I want to, at least if we had next week, it would be perfect because I could demo it for you and it would be due Sunday at the end of the week. That would give you almost, a week to think about that assignment. And so I think that's only fair that I push that back for you. So this wouldn't be due at least till week 3. And we can move these back in. They're all the same. They're just on a different concept. We're going to look at line, shape, color, and space, which is really cool. And so I take you through with a video. We talk about it. We look at it. I give you an example of what we're looking for. Bremen has this handy dandy template that is so easy. It's like you can read a recipe and cook from a recipe. This class is your best friend because step by step, it has, you're going to use this, you're going to add this, you're going to pinch of this and a touch of that, and voila, use this template and we got it. So I'm going to give you an example of what this looks like. This is line, shape, color, or space. They're going to be the same each week. And like I said, we will look at the ARC activity. It talks about, it has all these in the template. It talks about what is the area that we're looking at, space. What is space? What is the definition of space? The 3-dimensional pieces of art, the area primary objectives, the positive and negative space, 3-dimensional space. And then it'll say, add a picture of what that looks like. And we'll add that there. I'm going backwards to go forward because I'm going to show you the template in a minute, but this is a finished product to show you what it would look like. And then it says, scan the internet and find a picture or representation that highlights space. So after you talk about it, you define it, you talk about the different elements they ask you in the template, then you're going to find an example of that on the internet, which is really fun. Integrate that, and then you're going to talk about how does that connect to what we're talking about that each week. Here's more of the template. It talks about how it will integrate with standards. I will be sure to walk you through that. If you want to get a head start, feel free, be my guest. But like I said, I won't be doing all the housekeeping that I'm doing tonight by welcoming you, getting to know each other, looking at the overview. But what I will do is, sorry, somebody else just came in, so I lost my screen. But I will go through this and talk to you about looking at the anchor standards in our frameworks in education and talk about how do they relate about refining, completing aesthetic work, artwork, conveying meaning through presentation. I'll show you those connections, and it'll make a lot of sense to you. What are the elements of space? So what would be an art activity that you would plan for students? Once again, just like I was saying earlier, remember, you have to stand in the shoes of one who is looking at art through the eyes of a child. You could be going into education. You might not be. We heard wonderful programs everybody's in masters and organizational business, all kinds of walks, but we still have to stand in those shoes and present this as if it was a learning objective to children. And like I said, I will model this for you when we meet, not next week, but on the 12th. So don't panic, but I'm just kind of giving you an overview. And then it'll ask for what would be the different materials you would need if you were in, let's say, a second grade class teaching this to children. And then resources that you would use with that. And then it asks for a reflection. It talks about how would you get your students interested in this? How would you build their background knowledge about space? Students love the elements of art for many different reasons. They're able to express themselves. They're able to show emotion with space and art. So there's a lot of different things that we can dive into that are not just looking at the art side, but also social emotional development for children, etc. So it gives you a chance to reflect. But like I said, don't panic, don't worry. This is all a template and it is repetitive for each one of these online. And then you're going to do the same thing, but just look at the different perspective of shape. And then we're going to look at color. And then we're going to look at space. Okay. And that's just kind of a nutshell where the bulk of our time, and then we will integrate other areas in with that as well. Sound good? Any questions so far? No? Anybody gonna drop the class? No, please don't, because nowhere else will you have fun on Monday night for the next 7 weeks if you drop this class. All right. So come on. It's gonna be fun. And like I said, I'm gonna model. Remember, I'm a teacher background, 38 years in education as a teacher. I use teaching pedagogy to teach my Brahmin classes. So I'm going to use effective strategies for teaching that help with retention and comprehension and deepen understanding. I don't lecture. Tonight's probably the worst night ever because of the nature of the course where we're talking about what the course entails, etc. Housekeeping. The first night's always like that. We're going to dig in and have fun. Okay, any questions? All right, well, we're almost finished. Let me see your faces. I'm looking close. Oh, I see smiles. You're like, you're almost finished? Woohoo! Except we're gonna go home big. Okay? We're gonna play a Kahoot. How many of you played Kahoot before? Show of hands. Do you want to play Kahoot?
What is Kahoot?
Kahoot's a little game. It's like a little interactive quiz where you're going to get a question. You'll get 30 seconds to answer, and then you'll pick from a choice. You're going to log in. It's an electronic interaction where you're going to all interact simultaneously with me. I'm going to show you a little video how the game works. Okay. Just in case you Okay, let's see if we can. Hang on a second. It went. I got to go backwards. Let's see. All right, I don't have the preview here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next page, and it's going to ask you to go to www.kahoot.it. Or if you're a pro, you have a Kahoot app. And when you go to www.kahoot.it, type in this code, the game pin 9143166, and it'll prompt and it'll give you a name or a place for you to put your name, and then your name will appear on the screen. Okay. So go to www.kahoot.it and then punch in 914. There we go. Roman's in. Roman, you played before?
No, I've never played before. I'm just logging on.
Okay. It's gonna be like Trivial Pursuit. It'll have a question, and then it'll have choices of answers. There's Alex P. Thanks for humoring me, Alex P.
What's the code?
It's 914-3166.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Russia, Steven. See, we're already having fun. It's the first night in less than an hour. Matt, we have 6 people. And oh, Cameron, welcome. I didn't get to meet you. You came in when I was. Welcome, Cameron. You came in while I was talking.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little bit late.
All right. Well, you're here, and that's good.
Wait, what's that code again?
Okay, that code again. Dial collect or direct 914-3166.
914-3166.
Yes. 914-3166. We have 8 people in.
Hold on, slow up.
Bridge is in.
That's me.
That's you. With 12 children.
There you go, girl.
10 still at home.
10 still at home.
Yeah, 10 at home,
Wow.
man.
And he takes breaks down in Carlsbad.
Hey, sometimes you need that.
Right? That you're not going to get an argument here. All right, we have 9. We should have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're good. Okay. So just humor me. Try, if you've never played before, there's no high stakes here. It's just for fun, and it's just a review of our class. So let's see if we can go. And 3, 2, 1. This is a quiz. Oh, so you'd have to look. When is the texture pattern object due? Is it week 1, 2, 3, or 6? And if you go to Blackboard, pull my slideshow up or pull in the course information, you'll find it. So if it's red, if you think week 1, blue, if you think week 2, week 3, yellow, or week 6 is green. We have 4 seconds. The sooner you answer and get it correct, you get more points. All right. So the correct answer is week 6, the texture pattern project. So that was my bad. I didn't have you pull up your Blackboard to look at the content, but you kind of get a hang of this. And I'm dealing with, I said I'd keep you an hour tonight, so.
It doesn't show the question, it just shows the boxes.
Oh, it doesn't have the weeks?
No.
No, and there's no, like, it just read the boxes, the color, and they have no answer. So it's whatever you tell them.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to read them then. Okay, so Roman got that. Let's try it again. Okay, here's another one. I'll read it. What assignments due week 8? In red, glossary quiz, visual and performance technology. Blue, final portfolio with original art, learning activities and reflection. Yellow, art history quiz. Or green, art activity plans teaching the elements of visual arts.
I didn't even hear the question. You started going.
What assignments do week 8? I'll give you a clue. It's blue. Ah, yeah. Final portfolio with original art lessons. Okay, sorry you guys can't see that. Denise, then Roman, Alex, Matt, and Russia. Right, you guys getting the hang of it, sort of?
That's right.
All right, here's another one. How many
Great.
points possible for weekly video reflection and private journal entries? 10 in the red, 7 in the blue. Yellow is 8 at 8, and green is 100. How many points possible for the weekly video journal reflections? 10 is red, 7 is blue, 8 at 8 each, or 100 in the green. All right, if you said 8 at 8 points each for 8 weeks, you're right, that was yellow. Let's see who's winning. Roman, and then Cameron. Denise, Cameron, I haven't even met you yet, and you're in second place. True or false? Students do not have to submit the final portfolio of week 8. True is blue, false is red. Can't trick you. You're right, you have to. Okay, who do we have? Roman. Cameron's on fire, though. He has the highest answer streak of 3. All right, here we go. Another quiz. What multimedia assignment is required for this course and due week 7? 37 points. Is it red? Digital media arts presentation, history, cultural, great artist, PowerPoint. Blue, your biography. Yellow, a Zoom report. Or green, a book report. Red is the digital media art presentation, great artist, PowerPoint. Blue, your biography. Yellow, a Zoom. Green, book report. That was obvious, Captain Obvious. Yes, that's due. All right. Let's see. In third place, Alex P. Good job. Cameron, second place. First place, Roman. Nice. Good job. Runners up for Bridge and Russia. Good job, guys. And gals. Gal. Right. Just had a little bit of fun. I just want to make sure you guys will come back in 2 weeks and not go, oh, forget it. I'm never coming back to that class again. I promise I will model for you. I will guide you. I will make it interesting. And I will make you love this class and say, you know what? This is the best class I ever took at Bradman ever in my life, even on a Zoom.
Let's go.
Right?
I believe in this.
Cameron. Hi, Cameron.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. All
You as
right.
well.
Does anybody have any? Oh my gosh, it is 6:31. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Have a good night. Yes, go Phoenix. All right. All right. Well, I'll stick around. As always, I'll be the last person to leave if you have any questions or anything. Text, email. I answer super fast. If you have any questions, hard for me if I'm at work to answer phone calls, but I'm not at work now. I'm on vacation. So call me, text, email if you need anything, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Right? Enjoy the 4th. Be safe. Thank you again for your service, all of you. And we'll see you
Happy
soon.
4th of July.
Yes, happy 4th of July, everybody. If
Bye,
anybody
y'all.
needs anything, I'm sticking around.
Hey, if
Have a good one.
yeah, books, I send them. I guess I send it to everybody.
Thanks, Brian. That's nice.
No doubt. Later, y'all.
Take care.